Hello everybody, welcome to Tennessee Titans franchise. This one's a little bit of a different one because we're starting with the bye week. We also have a few other things to do, including looking over players ready to negotiate. We have this little discussing plans things for the bye week and might make a trade or two with trade deadline, I believe, being this week or next. I'm like 90% it's week 8. So yeah, let's head right into this one. Let's get it started. Coach, being in last place heading into the bye week means that this time off could be crucial in figuring out how to right the ship. Any special plans for this week off? Probably stay grinding. I want to keep grinding. I want to keep this team, working. I want to keep it going up. I don't care if we lose stamina. We don't really... Yeah, I mean, we can afford it, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to go ahead and start this little drill here with Tyjae Spears to get him a little additional XP. I think we pretty much screwed up, but we got a few last ones to go. We got this one in the next. I don't know if it'll be enough for gold. I'm still not like the best at these drills. So this is going to be the last play. Let's get it going. We only get silver, so unfortunate, but still get additional XP. It's not bad. Upgrades available, but nothing like really important. I'll do these kind of just by myself. But our main returner, Reggie Robertson, yeah, probably just do playmaker for him for like the rest of his Titans career. And when it comes to Jalen Duncan, honestly, you just want him to be the best overall he can be to be at least viable as a backup. So we'll go ahead and just keep going with his strengths. But we do have Nicholas Petit Frere back, so I'm not as worried about him. Dude, Josh Wiley is 6'7". That is kind of insane to me. And players that are ready to negotiate their contracts, T.R. Tart I might be willing to start negotiating with, and then Christian Fulton has 0 interest. What was my last offer on him? So I don't know what he was missing. Maybe he wanted more years, which I would have wanted too. And with the lack of interest, maybe a little bit more money, and we can get a Christian Fulton deal done. So okay, so that's interesting. We'll have to work with him a little bit more. Aaron Brewer, he's good to walk. I don't really need him back. Neiman's good to walk. Thompson, Wesco, all these guys pretty much. I don't want Danico Autry back. Tannehill's walking. Ty can walk, and then Caleb Farley will have to do that little first year option there. But like I said, or 5th year option, my bad. T.R. Tart is an interesting one. He's played well as of late. Wouldn't be a bad depth piece. He is a little bit more expensive than I like, though, is what it is. But 26, we get 2 more years of T.R. Tart. I like that. He can't fully commit right now, so we'll have to deal with him a little bit later in the year. And Derrick Henry is right now, I'm just not on the same page as him, and it's fine. We still don't know much about the rookies, so not really much I can do. This guy doesn't even look that great. But yeah, there's some people that might be a little bit more interesting. We might have a top of the line pick this year, so might be in play for one of the better guys out there. It'll be interesting, but I don't know. We'll see what we can do with this upcoming draft, and we'll learn about these prospects as time goes on, but we're not quite at that mid-season yet anyways. Maybe we start moving on to a trade. So these are the 2 players that I'd really be willing to part ways with. Amani Hooker, you're like, sure, why? Well, I'm just not a fan of his, and $9 million to me is he's getting overpaid like crazy. And Arden Key at left outside linebacker, I know it's his first year here, but he's not really working out as of now. So if we can acquire like a late round pick for him, that wouldn't be like the worst thing ever. So we'll go into negotiations with the Detroit Lions. We'll ask for a 3rd. It seems like fair compensation. Do I really want to pull the trigger on this though? I think I do. I mean, honestly, we can sweeten the deal up, try to get free safety Kirby Joseph to come play safety for me, one of my favorite players. It's not going to go through. This is not even going to be close, but I just wanted to see where we're at. And we'll part ways with Arden Key, his first year as a Titan. Like I said, he's just not panning out. New management is me. I choose to trade him for what looked like a pretty middle of the rope 3rd round pick, which I'm more than okay with. We're not using him in the first place. He's getting like literally 0 play time. So we'll give him to a team that can enjoy his services, and we'll move on from him. And we'll also move on a week. I don't think I'm going to trade anymore. Amani Hooker is the only other person I trade. I don't think I'd want to do that to our safety room. We'll go next week and look towards our matchup with the Falcons. And we have a scouting national focus. I do have to like rework my brain here with what we've got, scout wise, because honestly, I think that I focused a lot on like certain things and I need to on others. So I'll figure it out. And now that we're halfway through the season, we can really figure out, these picks. And the top 2 are corners. which is very, very interesting considering that's probably our strongest position group. And this guy right here can be really good. He's great to elite athlete, A catching, A press, A man coverage, B zone, B tackling. This guy could be pretty good. He can even be a safety if you wanted him to be. But Daniel Melton, he looks okay. another one that looks pretty good, actually. And we'll get tackle scouted quite a bit. I'm just looking at anything like outside linebacker is one that kind of flies under the radar that I might want to use, like, focus on. I might want to focus on that. Marcus McQueen, what a name this would be to a franchise series. 6'1", 182, man-to-man would be zone coverage, B press, good to solid to good speed. That's not what you like to see, but with a little bit of size, I think that he'd be not like bad, so we'll see. And outside linebacker would kind of be a waste. Look at the linebackers here. 3 to 4 is where this one starts, and then we have like 3 within the top 5, 1, 1, and then it drops to 3 through 4. So not what you like to see, but there does look like some good ones down the board with A zone coverage, and same thing for left outside. Middle linebacker, not strong at all in this class. D tackle looks pretty strong. I don't know. It's so tough to find. Like I know this matters quite a bit, so I'm trying to think it through and make the right decisions. Corner looks like the best, strongest position in this, but the second is definitely safeties, and then, you know, you could go to wide receivers and whatnot, but my national scouting focus is wide receivers and corners. So like, it's just very tough. This also looks like a good position group. Do we need running back? No, we don't. But will I look and possibly take one? Yeah, for sure. You see a guy like this, Otis Nash, might be a focus player for me. This guy looks insane down there at day 3. He has like a juke move or some characteristic about him that I love. Then I will. But definitely thinking safeties here, because look at how many safeties. Round 1, and then it goes down, but strong safeties even stronger with a few guys, and I don't know, they look good. So I'll definitely think about it, but I think I'm leaning safety for now. Scouting focus, current position safety. So we'll shift our interest towards safety while we still got extensive scouting on all the other needs we need. You're like, Ian, you don't need safety. Well, Kevin Byard's getting to that age. Amani Hooker isn't my favorite player. Why? Because I just like certain safeties, and he's not one of them. Okay, I have my personal reasons. And we'll have Nicholas Petit Freyer back. I'll have to go through weekly strategy again. I'm not going to try to get any more deals done, but week number 8 against the Atlanta Falcons, let's head right towards this matchup. And it is very important that we stop Bijan, but I'm going to try to defend the outside run, because we've been doing inside and it hasn't really worked because they just shift outside. So if we do outside and we have those linebackers inside, it might work. And we will try to, first game with Will Levis starting, we'll try to throw it short. I think it's only fair. If you guys are still curious what I'm doing for the player health, I'm just doing split reps and whatnot for the best things. So it works. You don't get any injuries, so I'm doing that. And one thing I forgot to mention headed into this next game is I did do a little bit of some slider changes to make it not so one-sided, if you will. So we'll go ahead, finish this up, and then we'll head into the game. I'll see you guys there. We get gold for Tajay. I know I said I'd see you guys in the game, but I wanted to mention I got gold. I am him. I'm that good, believe it or not. And we'll see Will Levis in his first ever start at home. It's the only way. It's going to be Desmond Ridder coming out on the field. So far has had a really up and down season. It looks like 10 interceptions in week 8 is not what you like to see, but 12 touchdowns. We can't underestimate anybody. We're going to have to deal with Bijan Robinson in the backfield. Luckily, no dev trader abilities equipped yet. So lucky about that, and that'll work. It is Amani Hooker coming up and making a play. Perhaps he's hearing rumors that he was about to be traded, or still could be. So we'll have to see how he performs today. It might be crucial. I doubt it. I don't think that we'll be trading him. We'll see if they rely on the run again. They don't. And this one is just underneath, trying to keep number 2 underneath, and that might be Demir Bird. Who is that? Jarvis Landry. Demir Bird's moved on. I know he's no longer a Falcon, but I just couldn't think of anybody else. Empty backfield, we'll have to do a good job trying to, and Rashad Weaver in coverage is not going to be able to contain Jared Patterson. Gee, Chrysler, it's Cordero. This one's a Tyler Algier carry, and he's going to get out and free as Sean Murphy Bunting just straight up missed. So we'll have Amani Hooker saving on the back line. I don't know what the fuck that was, but it's very frustrating to watch as the computer's brain dead. And Jarvis Landry breaks a tackle, finds his way into the end zone somehow, some way. Our defense looks to still continue to suck. Absolutely massive cut. Will Levis rowdying up the guys coming out for his first career start, dapping the boys up. Let's see what his numbers look like on the season. All right, we've seen enough. That's good. Calais Campbell has inside stuff, and that's been the worst thing all year long for us, is defensive interior tackles with inside stuff. So we'll have to really focus on the pass here today, or we might not be having a good day at the end of it. So we'll air this one out for Mr. DeAndre Hopkins, but Will Levis just ends up missing the mark on that one. And we've got time, we've got space. Can we move? X, make a block on Caden Ellis, dude. What are you doing? I put him up the field, but still have a little bit of awareness, Chigakonkwa, and make a block on someone steaming after your quarterback. Jesus Christ. 6-yard pass and catch to Mac Hollins on the first play of this drive. We'll see what we can do here. I have a feeling this will be a run. I'm not going too close to the lineup. We'll still see. You know, if anyone can disrupt Kyle Pitts in his reception, he can't. This one is most definitely going to be... Nope. Okay. Thought it was going to be a run. It's a little dump off to Drake London. Just 5 yards. How is that 5 yards? That is not 5 yards. Play action. It's going to be a Bijan Robinson reception. Monty Rice and Sean Murphy Bunting having to combine for the tackle. Desmond Ridder starting off 7-7, 54 passing yards on the day so far. Not what you like to see. We'll be playing man-to-man here, and I'll be, I guess, now blitzing with Monty Rice. I'll monitor the middle of the field. I don't think I'll really dive in on the blitz here, as Kyle Pitts going to get another additional 9. And this is a little dangerous. We're playing some spread out man coverage, and this one's just going to miss the mark, headed for Jarvis Landry. And Desmond Ridder throws his first incompletion on the day. Tell you what, that is what we like to see. Roger McCreary, Monty Rice. We have Aziz Al-Shaair. I hate playing like this deep of zones and whatnot, as this one is going to... Okay, dude. Do I need to turn my tackle slider up to like 99, dude? We still can't make a tackle on these pathetic little pieces of crap. And we're running right at Calais Campbell again. And then the other side is Grady Jarrett. Oh, my Lord, dude. You just can't win. You just can't win. Derrick Henry gonna fight as hard as he can for 2 yards, and he's gonna be a little injured on that one. Springs right back up though. He has no issue fighting back for himself. And luckily, Calais Campbell, you see how far over he is on the right side. That's what I love to see. Tyjae Spears gonna try to sift the way up the middle of the field. His first carry goes for 6 on this drive. We only wish... Oh, it's got a quadra. Okay, he will not return for this game. Okay, this one is completely on Tyjae now, which is very, very sketchy. I don't like that. We're going to go play action and look for someone on a little crossing route, and it looks like Kyle Phillips. Nope, this one is Zach Harrison playing the best coverage I've ever seen a defensive end play. Will we be forced to punt here? We'll come out and we'll see what they come out in, as we'll see where Calais Campbell lines up pretty much, and he's going to line up right there on the line, right to where we would go. Are we ballsy enough to pull this play off? It's still the first quarter. Momentum is heavily not in our favor. We've got balls. We're going for this one, and we're not going to be able to do anything with it. This one's going to be lofted up, even out of bounds, to add injury to that, or add a little bit of some salt into the wound. Yeah, Traylon Burks just joined the other team. I would too, my friend. I would too. And you've got to be joking me. There's no winning. It doesn't matter, you know, if he has 20 seconds in the pocket or if he has 2. He's going to find the right guy. He's going to get 19 yards after the catch on a 5-yard little dump down, or it's going to be 20 yards out in front. And I'm not even running that far to the right. Let me back. Give me athletic linebackers. I swear I'll make all the user plays in the world. But until then, I'm going to be stuck with the slowest people in mankind, apparently, on my team. These guys are professional NFL players looking like professional toddlers. First quarter comes to an end, and we are going to be forced to try to keep the Falcons out of the end zone. It's 3rd and 3. Even a no first down here would be good. I'm so done. I'm so done. You can't cover that any better, and Mac Hollins humps the ball for it. Jesus Christ. It's perfect coverage. There's nothing wrong with what I did there. And yeah, we'll run right at Calais Campbell. Are you joking? I'm trying to flip the fucking play, but it doesn't matter. So we literally have to pass all game long because one guy has one ability on the defensive line. Welcome to Madden, ladies and gentlemen. It's not fun. Why am I playing it? Trying to have fun. That's my mistake. This one is no one's mistake. It's DeAndre Hopkins up the field. Has the speed to beat the men in coverage, and it'll be a DeAndre Hopkins 80-yard something touchdown. I don't know. That was a really good touchdown. We're gonna have to try our best to use that momentum against the Falcons here, and of course I get bumped with Monty Rice, and it's gonna take me 90 yards to the left when I don't even have the joystick in that direction. Welcome to the most shitty made game I've ever played in my goddamn life, thinking that this was gonna be fun on next gen. Like, Are you like, please? It's gonna be a fumble. Pick it up. Let's go. Yep. And here's our downfall right here, because we're gonna be running towards Calais Campbell. Everyone knows you can't do that. So what are we gonna do instead? We're going to try to make this play. It's going to be Wiley on the sideline making a good play. Will Levis in his last 2 attempts. It's 2 for 2. Play action. What can we get with this here? Not the one I wanted to go to. I wanted to hit triangle for Josh Wiley, who was wide open, but instead we're going to have to trust and hope. Nope, Calais Campbell's on that side. We're going to have to flip it towards Grady Jarrett and our better side of the line. No, we still got Skaronski on that side. Brewer move up the field. Can't. Blocks someone out of nowhere. And Tyjae Spears averaging 3 per carry. That's just because we are working against the infamous Calais Campbell. That being said, he's not in the game right now, so not at least that I see. We're going to try to run it, and we're going to have Tyjae Spears, who's going to try to work inside, and Bud Dupree actually goes down, the former Titan, indeed. I don't know, this looks like play action. It is play action. And we'll have to just get this one out to Trayvon Wesco, who's going to have to try to push forward on Richie Grant for a few. He does. So Will Levis is starting to really figure this one out. And yes, no, Calais Campbell was almost a devastator. I'm so worried about Calais Campbell. I don't even care if it's a bad, like, spot or whatever to run. As long as I don't see Calais Campbell, I think we're going for 10. This one to Tyjae Spears on a little dump down will gain a yard. It doesn't really mean a whole lot, but get positive yards. Potted a dollar. RPO read bubble. Now this is going to be fun. Now if that guy drops, we're gonna get it out. And DeAndre Hopkins, you're supposed to block. You had one job, block one guy, make Traylon Burks power through the other, but Jeff Okuda is there to quote-unquote stop that. That's not a stop. You were unblocked. We did a horrible job on defense last time around, but we were able to create a turnover. So that's all I can hope to do again, except Mac Hollins. I'm done talking, I'm done playing, I'm done everything. I should just simulate the rest of the season, dude. This is getting absolutely ridiculous. I can't turn around and make a diving effort. Why? Let me do that. Instead of transporting myself around the guy. Like, hello? Almost an interception. Monty Rice teleported into that one. I'll happily take a metahuman on my freaking team instead of the other team. That is going to absolutely destroy us. And that is a damn fact. As it is empty backfield, we'll have to, you know, try. Oh, wow. Mac Hollins, get fucked. 3rd and 10. Pressure is high. I'll let them have a dump down all day long, but you want Mac Hollins on the sideline. You'll get him any time of the day. Mac Hollins is prime Rob Gronkowski mixed with Julio Jones at this point in time, and it is getting quite frustrating. Time after time, play after play, he is destroying us. This is Aziz Al-Shaair. Good job tackling Bijan Robinson, who has been held to quite the minimum today, but they have absolutely diced us up on the passing game through the air, and that's just not what we like to see, as it'll be Aziz Al-Shaair in the backfield immediately with his maybe first sack on the season. He was leading the league in interceptions early, and that was just not good enough. As we'll try to play a little bit more of a conservative cover look, and this one gonna try to like come underneath. What do we got here? What do we got? It's gonna be Mac Hollins. No shit, we couldn't even get him. It's 4th and 17. We did a good job on defense on that play specifically, but not the rest of the drive. We need to do that a little earlier in the drive. It might give us a chance in this game. Younghoe Koo's field goal is up, and it was good. You guessed it. And Will Levis, as of late, has not been horrible, so that's a bright spot. But we'll have to look for players that I just know are going to be open, and none are getting open. That's the whole issue. Is I only have so much time in the pocket before, 1, I move out of it, or 2, I just have to, you know, reply to the pressure. And that is what's going on here. We'll try to get it to Kyle Phillips. Can't. I'm just not making these reads as well as I was last Madden. This is completely different for me, as we're about to go 3 and out. We'll get this one. I want Traylon like on not such deep routes every freaking time. Like, that's one thing I'm noticing with this whole thing. Let's go Tyjae, make a play underneath. Jukes AJ Terrell out of his boots, and Traylon Burks is down again. Non-contact injury, or was there contact? I honestly couldn't tell you. Burks is headed to the locker room. Dear Lord. And Mac Hollins wide open. Chance Campbell absolutely abandons his zone in the flat to the right. Do your damn job, Chance. Mac Hollins, as I mentioned, he's turned into prime Julio today. We'll have the 2-minute warning. He has 94 yards, or 97. I couldn't catch that. And here it is. Kyle Pitts wide open in someone's zone. Was not contained well. No one did their fucking job, per usual. And they almost have max momentum despite having 2 bumfuck drives in the first place. And then, you know, us, we had a 3 and out, and all of a sudden momentum is 100% theirs. It is a screenplay I couldn't quite catch on to. And this one, back Cordero Patterson gaining 6 yards. He's the master at breaking tackles. I don't know what to tell you. This man slips out of tackles. I couldn't even make an analogy there. He's just that good at it. It's insane. So there's that. And yep, of course. What is that? Dude, that's what I'm talking about. I don't even move. Like, they literally avoid it on purpose. They go up and then around. It's so stupid. I've never seen anything like that. Make the game better, would ya? We'll have to do the best we can trying to keep the Falcons out of the end zone. Mac Hollins had a little catch there, and Kyle Pitts will have his go at it, and he'll get it. 10 times out of 10, that play will work. Promise. We'll have to get something going, whether it's, you know, Chigakonkwo up the middle of the field, or Traylon Burks, or whatever it is. We'll take our shot down the field to, oh, wow. Okay, Kyle Phillips turns around, makes a great adjustment on the ball. We'll call a timeout, and all of a sudden, we're on the 23. Great play. We'll have a screen play. Tajay trying to juke people out of their shoes. It's not going to work. We're going to have to call another timeout. I don't know what to do here. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what to do. We'll put Tajay on a little out. Hopkins will be up the middle. I'm going to lob it. Chigakonkwo, end zone on Jeff Okudah, the slot corner that is undersized, but unfortunately, Chigakonkwo is a little undersized himself. Something to remember as well, though, we do catch the ball, or we receive the ball for the second half. So there is that information as well that we just don't want to miss out on. That's going to be almost intercepted 2 times in a row. Will Levis, though, started this one off 8 of 16. I mean, his numbers really don't matter at this point. Like, they aren't as good as they seem. We'll try to put this one up through the uprights. This one will be good for 3. And Caleb Shudak, our kicker in the game right now, is actually cut in real life. So whatever. He seemed to be working out in Madden. So that's all I care about. And they'll take this one to half. I'll give you guys the halftime report. And Houston in Carolina. This one is a little bit of a snooze fest. Bryce Young seems to be dicing it up. CJ Stroud's 0-3. And they have a safety. So 2 to whatever it was in that one. Bryce Young seems to be the better rookie quarterback at this time. As Dak Prescott having one hell of a half. Michael Gallup along with him having a great half, but Dak Prescott, that is a historical half. I'm sure of it. 192, 3 touchdowns, only like 3 incompletions. That's crazy. In Indianapolis, New Orleans will match up against the Colts, and Gardner Minshew remains the starter there. And both quarterbacks kind of having a little up and downs. Looks like a pretty defensive affair with some good points scored. Let's go try to thread the needle with DeAndre Hopkins. Couldn't quite do that. Will Levis, a little bit of an overthrow, mistimed there. No way am I doing a read option. And if this is towards Calais Campbell, which it is, we're going to have to get off of it. And we'll have to try to do something different, as we'll put Burks on a slant instead of whatever he was doing. And this one, I mean, doesn't matter. We'll have to throw it away anyways. Pressure's in immediately. And this one will be a dart to Kyle Phillips up the field. And this just seems to be a little bit more consistent than when we had Ryan Tannehill under center. We're getting consistently a little bit bigger plays. Seems to be sitting in the pocket even nicer than Ryan Tannehill. Doesn't seem as freaked out. And what are we going to do here? We're going to call out of our run, considering the fact that there is going to be, well, DeAndre Hopkins making an insane catch. I guess that's the upside of an elite receiver. 2 receptions, 101 yards. Atlanta challenges. I would too. It only looked like he might have scraped 0 feet in. And this one stood. So that's good news. We'll go play action. Look for, you know, perhaps our primary receivers. No, but we can get Traylon Burks open on the side. I was looking for DeAndre Hopkins, but it didn't look like he was ever going to string loose over on that side. I want a screen. Can we get a wide receiver screen going, please? Like, those are so fun, dude. You have no idea how much fun I have with those. It's always nice to see, like, a receiver break loose or whatever it is. I want Tajay on, like, an even smaller hitch if we can. If it's man coverage, it is. We'll give DeAndre Hopkins a chance. It's going to be another touchdown for him. One-on-one with Jeff Okudah. DeAndre Hopkins, we've got to isolate that 10 times out of 10. And Will Levis is having himself a game compared to what we've seen in previous games by Ryan Tannehill. That might have been the best drive we've seen all series long. And now this one's going to be play action out. Can we get Chance Campbell on the user, please? We're getting guys like 90 yards away when Chance Campbell's the one crashing in and trying to get Jonnu Smith in the first place. So is what it is. I hate that hitching, dude. I hate it so much. I noticed how bad it looks on recording too. This one's going to be a run. They're going to try to get outside, and Campbell finally makes an okay play. And Sean Murphy-Bunting, I'm kind of happy to say this, is injured. And this one underneath, it's going to be a good effort, and Jarvis Landry just doesn't want to go to the ground. And we're going to be all in on the run here. You guys can see as we're going to try to get there. Azeez Al-Shaair diving to the outside. It's Amani Hooker making an insane play one-on-one with the rookie running back. 4th and 3. We'll bring Caleb Farley in. This is looking really good right now. Tides are changing, despite what momentum might think. This might be a punt, and this might be a good return here. We're going to have a good drive like we went out last time it did. This one's worth bringing out. Let's see what Reggie Robertson can do. Juke right into AJ Terrell. Monty Rice is down. Last person I want to see in the game right now is Neiman. And Zach Harrison is the best defensive end I've ever seen right now, playing exceptional coverage and playing an insane run play there. Just absolutely sheds the block immediately. Chigakonkwo, we can't miss that. We can't miss that, Will. Damn it, Will, we can't miss that, dude. That has got to be ones that we just can't. That's one thing we cannot do. I emphasize this so much. We cannot do that. Exactly. Like, we can't. This pisses me off. We'll go DeAndre Hopkins once again. Just another big play from him. We'll keep going to him. Seems to be getting open. We have a chance for one of my favorite plays. It's a wide receiver screen. We're going to throw it every time, despite who's. Okay, yeah, that was a bad call. Definitely should not have done that. But Zach Terrell, or not Zach Terrell. What am I saying? You guys watch Texans franchise from last year? We had a sick edge rusher named Zach Terrell. Is an auto-drafted guy, or auto-generated guy. That was AJ Terrell. And we have all the time in the world, I think. Whoa. This one is just lobbed. Where the frick were you throwing, Will? Who was square? Who the hell was square on that play? It would have been, let's see here. Who's the furthest one out? It might have been Kyle Phillips, who, that seems about right. So this is the attempt to make it to Kyle Phillips. The ball's gonna end somewhere around here, right? Yep. Okay. I meant to press Traylon Burks button, which might have been circle. That's so stupid, man. Monty Rice is already back into the game, and okay, we can't have that. Can't have that. Come on, guys. Jarvis Landry is not good, and we'll dive towards. I'm so done. Tyler Algier seems to be the best fucking player on the face of planet Earth, and they'll have full momentum. And Madden might just be uninstalled. First things first, you commit inside, you commit whatever. I don't know how that's possible. Right there, man. Never guess who made the tackle on this one. An insane tackle is Zach Harrison. That guy is a trade target for me. I'm not gonna lie. I can get Zach Harrison, bro. Chigakonkwo underneath. Good play. Good job getting up the field for him. That interception hurts so bad, dude. You have no idea. RPO. Do we have numbers on that side? We kind of do. If they block the two correct people, but do I trust them to do that? Absolutely not. So therefore we will switch it up just a tad bit, and this one will be picked off. That is a frickin' okay. Wow. I thought that we'd have something if that Mikey Hughes there. Old Mikey Hughes. Is that who that is? Why am I questioning that? Why am I second guessing that? I think it's Mike Hughes. I don't know if Mikey Hughes was someone else. And yep, we're sacked immediately. Actually, Lorenzo Carter comes unblocked off the side. Brunskill's like, yeah, that's my bad, dude. That's my bad. 3rd and 15. This team makes it very hard to stay alive. And we'll just give it up to our best receiver. Doesn't matter. It looks like he has separation. Does he actually? Fuck no. At halftime, this Falcons team was well on pace for over 62 points, I believe, on the game. Probably not quite on pace for that anymore, but look at Campbell. Oh my God. We saw Bijan a little slow to get up there, and Chance just took his chance to, just A little flex on the guy, do some push-ups right in front of an injured or what looks like injured. What are we doing sleeping? Christian Fulton, dude, if you're going to be the future of this team, which I really want you to be, you can't literally stand right where you started to play the whole play. Newsflash, that doesn't work. Aziz Al-Shaair, I mean, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to plumb it up the inside. Doesn't matter. We have a Jeffrey Simmons. This will be a nice run, but it looks like Rashad Weaver off the other edge, the opposing edge, will come up and make a nice play. Make it 3rd and long, okay, 3rd and tough for this Falcons team. We'll see if they can convert. Chances are they definitely will, and they do. Very easily, actually. Jarvis Landry, everybody on this team looks like prime traits of Julio Jones. Mac Hollins with his physicality. Drake London is as close as you're going to get to your next Julio Jones, and Jarvis Landry with that route running looks quite nasty. And Bijan can't go anywhere. We've held him to the absolute minimum today, and knock on wood that continues, because we need it to continue. Last thing we want is someone breaking loose on every single run and attempt they take and getting shredded through the air, which looks like a very likely outcome of this one. And chance, make it to the guy. Jesus. And we'll get in the backfield with multiple players. Couldn't quite make the effort there as he stopped short. It'll be 4th and inches. Please, please, please attempt a field goal. Like, that is, like, to keep them under 50 is my goal today, and they're gonna go for it, of course. And I want, okay, wait, no, what are we doing? Come on. I don't care what camera angle we're in, as long as we're in a good position to stop it. We aren't. There'll be a hold or something. There's a flag. Better be a hold. It is holding. Offense number what? Give me a number. It's Jarvis freaking Landry. Take your field goal, bitches. Field goal is up and good. It'll be 41 to, what is it, 20? We're still at 20. Yikes. Hard to think about, but we'll get the ball back. And this team will come out and we'll have to change momentum. And how we'll do that, we'll just hit our short targets. We'll hit the ones with the little gains to get. And Tajay, wow, they exited the field so fast on that one. Will Levis, on only 16 completions, has more yards in a single game than I think Tannehill's had all year, which is quite insane. We get our wide receiver screen now. See how late we can throw this one. Get it out. No, get outside, Kyle Phillips. Oh, dude, that was gonna go for so many yards, let alone a first down. Doesn't matter anymore. Kyle Phillips is the worst blocker life's ever seen. I mean, poor Jesus actually has to look down on that. It's unfortunate. And we'll go for Chigakonkwo. Makes a great catch in traffic on a nice little curl route. We'll not try the same 2 plays that we get every time we, are in this similar situation. We'll go underneath, and this one is actually fumbled on the ground. And oh my god, I'm gonna have a freaking heart attack here soon. Whew. They have strip ball aggressive on, and I don't know how much I trust our players right now. Chigakonkwo, as I have our fumble sliders just a tad bit up. Let's go Chigakonkwo, middle of the field, makes another great catch, and then gets pile drove into the ground. I don't know how much I like that. We've got another jailbreak slot screen. I like our numbers on this one. Never mind, they brought another player over there. As long as, nope, AJ Terrell's going to be sitting on it again. Traylon Burks gets outside, gets a few yards, and Kyle Phillips, the worst blocker in planet Earth. If we're going to be running these screens, I don't even want him on the field. And we'll have no other option than to throw it to T.Y. Hilton on the ground, who I'm scared for because his carrying can't be high. He is damn near 95 years old, so we'll have to watch out for him. I don't want Tajay on these like weird option routes. Like, those just aren't good. Let's go. This one's going to be picked off. Why, you may ask? Well, because our tight end is not an elite route runner, but you know who is? Jeff Okudah seems to be breaking every single time. I'm so done, dude. Get me out of this fucking hellhole of a game. Get me so lost. I don't even want to be seeing the face of the planet Earth right now. You've got to be joking. It's a dislocated shoulder for Kyle Phillips. It doesn't matter. I'm through the freaking roof right now for Jeff Okudah because I'm going to go trade for him and make him my fucking running back. There's definitely been ups and downs in this Will Levis start, in his first career start, but that was expected. And you know what? He's got the arm talent to do this, but it's going to be close to picked off as Traylon Burks. I mean, I didn't want to, I literally stopped running. I wanted to stop running, plant my feet, and throw. Instead, it moseyed on. It continued to run and made me throw on the run there. That could have been a very good ball, but AJ Terrell is also one of the most insane players I've ever seen. Let's get DeAndre Hopkins underneath, get him that first down. It will be 1st and 10. Will Levis is 40 attempts in this one, 39 to be exact, and DeAndre Hopkins is racking in a fair bit of the yardage, if you will. So good for him. Let's go Chigakonkwo finally. Nope, it's going to be broken up again. Another incomplete pass will make this one 3rd and 10, but we'll have to... You're joking! Why does he make that slant so, like, short? He takes 2 steps, cuts inside, dude. Go a little bit higher, slant a little bit more. Oh my God, next gen is asshole. And Will Levis is absolutely just falling apart here on the second, or in the second half of this one. It hasn't been a great showing since the first drive. And I'm sure Jarvis Landry will score a touchdown. It was just going to happen ever since it started. And Chance Campbell, another Titan linebacker, goes down. They scored so freaking easily, it makes me want to die. We probably historically have the worst defense in NFL history. You think about how many points we've been giving up as of late, and can we get outside and beat a few guys with Tajay? No, we will get a hold. This one will be coming back, I guarantee you. Wait for it, holding. Offense. And it'll be on one of our linemen. It's Peter Skoronski, our best one. Thanks for that, big dog. Helps out a lot. Jiminy Chrysler. We'll have to find something that works, whether it's the DeAndre Hopkins out route, which looks like it might, but no. Instead, we'll run with the quarterback, try to get down the field. Caden Ellis, a little late there, Buster. Hold your horses. And DeAndre Hopkins makes a good job in traffic getting up the field. We'll go go whatever. Do this. We'll do this. This is what we'll do. Never mind. Another man goes over there. It looks so good. It looked so good for a second there. But instead, nope, we'll go Chigakonkwo, who's going to have a nice catch in the middle of the field. He's been working the seam quite nicely, and Will Levis has 3 interceptions. We cannot let that just happen. We can't let that continue to just go off. Go off, Queen. So instead, what will we do? We'll miss a wide open R1. Just get out. Just get out of bounds, man. I don't want to take the chance of fumbling. Let's go, Tajay. Good job staying underneath. Nice little hitch route there. That's what we like to see. And this will be, what, 2-minute warning? I thought the game was over. I was about to be relieved, but at the same time, kind of devastated. But I don't want to throw another interception. And that was, believe it or not, aimed for Chigakonkwo through the middle of the field. And Jeff Okuda acting like he's goddamn saved the day. He's acting like a whole-ass Avenger right now. He is not part of that Marvel crew, I promise. But we'll go for DeAndre Hopkins underneath. Try to make some sort of play out of it. Can't. 3rd and 1 will be the number to beat, I should say. Let's go. Let's snap this one early, Willis. There we go. Let's get out. Good job. Good blocking up over top, but not good enough. If we had tight ends out in front of us there, I would almost ensure you a touchdown, almost. And look at D-Hop. I like how good he might look. I accidentally just flipped the play. That's unfortunate. I'm not going to flip it back or anything, but that's just truly unfortunate. And we'll step out of our comfort zone here a little bit and get sacked. No good options. And they have full momentum somehow, even though we've managed to drive all the way down this field. I don't understand it. Yes, I'm aware of the time ticking away, but I'm actually quite fond of it. Dowell is in now. I believe that is our 7th round pick. Let's go Chigakonkwo in the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, horrible rhyme, horrible thing I've ever said. But Chigakonkwo in, and that'll leave 30 seconds on the clock. They'll probably just run it out. I'll see you guys at the end of this one. We're going to try to play like ultra conservatively, but also at the same time, we know it's going to be a run. We know that the game is pretty much over as long as they don't score here. So what are we going to do? We're going to try our best to not make them score. We'll let up all the yards in the world. This one is over. Feels good, but at the same time, it's kind of like a... At what cost? And that is a brutal final to see. They beat us by, well, we basically had half their score. So there's that. And this one will be pretty much over. It's annoying. Players stats, we'll go ahead and just look at the Titans here. I don't even want to see the unrealism of this right here. Desmond Ridder was so good. I'm going to change the sliders, make it so Desmond Ridder's not the archetype, the level of player that Desmond Ridder is not as good as he is in this. So hopefully we can fix that up. But Will Levis on just 29 completions goes for 400 yards. He's a big play machine. Completion percentage wasn't bad overall. 3 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. I'm fine with that 1-to-1 ratio for now. We can't have that in the future. This was rough. We cannot run the ball when someone on the defensive line is good. Just can't happen. Nor did we make an effort to consistently go back to that. But DeAndre Hopkins was by far and out the best receiver on the field. 7 receptions, 168 yards with 2 touchdowns, and no drops. Just really good, and 83 yards was his best go, and we doubled that. So can't really say one big play made a stat line. It wasn't really that way. Chikakonko was really good, consistent target, and got in the end zone of the final play of the game. Tacked on an additional like 20. Kyle Phillips, who got injured in this one, came back into the game though. Got 2 catches for 94 yards. One of them was just a lob down the field for 51 yards, and then another big play that went for 40 plus. So had himself quite the day. Wiley, I was wishing we could target it a little bit more. 6'7", he's an absolute tank of a human being. Nearly 250. Not really a tank, but a massive body that we can throw to. Traylon had targets and receptions all day, but just couldn't make anything of it. Trying to find him in that slot receiver role, but just didn't really have the best blockers in front of him in some of those plays that were made. And forgive the shirt, bro. I know it looks so bad. Like the neck is so... whatever. I don't know what I'm on about anymore, but you kind of get the gist there, and nothing to highlight on defense at all. And a few upgrades here. Center Aaron Brewer we'll have for the remainder of the year as our starter, as long as he doesn't get hurt. Just want him to be the best he can be while he's still here, and that will do. We just need him on a little bit. We just need him to be better. That's all. And when it comes to Nicholas Petit Frere, who might in the long run be our starter, need him to not let up as much on the passing side of things, because he tends to do that a lot, it seems like, or at least feels like. But Chikakonko, we just need to keep making him a vertical threat. He should be really good, up to a 2 overall. So as long as he can keep just getting better, he's got that star development trait, 88 speed at tight end. We've got ourselves a player here with 91 excel too, so we'll try to develop him as time goes on. But we have to change the sliders, man. We can't be losing on average by 55, or we can't be letting up 50 plus points a game on average. It's just not realistic in any way, shape, or form. No NFL defense is doing that. Plus, our defense is still an 83. Like, we're not bad. We have a tandem breakout next week. We have a short week to discuss about, and then we might go back to negotiating, scout a few more college players. We have that weekly strategy every week. But we have a winnable game. That's most important here against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who defense seems to be quite bad and offense isn't anything crazy either. So defensive points a game, we're letting up 44 on average. And defensive passing yards a game, we are last in the NFL, and rushing yards per game, we are second to last in the NFL. So I'll try my best to even that out by the end of the year. But week 8, trade deadline's passed, I believe, right? So we go to manage here, and yep, there is no more trade, whatever. So that'll do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you guys did, consider leaving a like and subscribing. It would mean a lot, and I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.